Degrade women. Why is that okay?
Why is it okay for women to say, oh, you're 5 feet on dating sites? You should be dead? That's okay?
Before the Chris Bagel boss Morgan would go viral with his freakout, clocking in over 50 million views all over the internet.
Who said that to you here? Nobody.
Women in general have said it on dating sites. You think I'm making that up?
Before the Bagel Boss freakout news story would go viral with reports coming out from New York, Vancouver, Australia, parts of Europe, and the world over.
The same thing that's happening all my life. People think they're better than you because they're taller than you or whatever.
Before the internet would have its fun cooking up their own memes comparing him to Joe Pesci, while others planned to dress up as Bagel Boss for Halloween.
I found out last night from a friend of mine. He goes, "You're famous." I said, "What?" You know.
Every once in a while we find a news story so juicy, so unexpected, so viral. Well, it makes me excited to get out of bed, grab a morning bagel, and get to work to bring you guys all the information I can dig up on the star. Now today is one of those better days. It's a wild story that has intrigued the world, but I gotta be honest with you, there are some sad things I found out about Chris's past. Now I hope this newfound fame is gonna bring Chris some new opportunities, because the man's really had a tough go of things.
My whole life people feel that they could attack me, they could, they would jump me from behind, punch me. I had a guy cut in front of me years ago, and he pushed me when I asked him I was next. Why? Didn't say nothing, he just turned around and pushed me. It's been going on a long time.
Now standing at 5 foot tall, life's been tough for Chris. He actually revealed in one video that he's 4'11". Now I decided to look up celebrities who are currently under 5 foot tall, and the only male result that came up was Danny DeVito, he's 4'10". There was also a few chicks like Snooki, she's 4'8". Now people have been picking on him for years, and he plans now on using his newfound fame as a platform to combat bullying. Now he said he's a modern day prophet, the new Martin Luther King, and he's standing up for the little guys against the bullies.
And I vowed to my parents many years ago, I said someday, because I have it in me, and other people have called me a superstar, I says one day I vow, I'm either going to be rich, famous, or both.
Currently, Chris has fallen on some hard times, and he's currently living in his van. We actually called Chris. I found his number online. All right, we're gonna give this man a call. I don't know if he'll pick up. He's probably really busy.
Hi, this is Chris of Clearview Cleaning Service. I'm not available at the moment. If you'll leave your name and number, I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for calling and have a great day.
He didn't get back to me, maybe he will, and then we'll do like a follow-up. Where are they now? What's going on, guys? It's your boy Michael McCrudden hitting you with another Before They Were Famous. Now, recent drops similar to this one, they include Toronto Chairgirl, and I even interviewed the owner of Thanos Car back in the day. Now, some recent suggestions we've gotten include the Ice Cream Liquor and 6Buzz TV. Let me know if you want me to work on either of those. Now let's get into this video.
Before they're famous.
Before they were famous about.
That was a pretty good video.
I like this guy. McCrudden, cool. You did a great job.
Michael is never wrong.
So damn, that was cool.
How did he know that? Whoa!
What do you mean take it out? And you're acting like I committed mass shooting or something. That guy, twice my size, that women love, the bullies, attacked me.
He was quickly done talking.
You know what? I don't really, no offense, I don't really like you that much, so this interview's over.
Chris Morgan was born in 1974, 1975, and he hails from Long Island, New York. Now his parents, they live in an area known as Massapequa, which isn't far from Amityville, an area made famous for the 1974 murders where Robert DeFeo Jr., well, he shot and killed all 6 members of his family. Kind of a coincidence that this man was born around the same year that went down. I'm just saying, maybe there's something in the water in Long Island. I don't know. Now his daddy says is 5'7", and his mom is around his height as well as his sister. Now apparently Chris, he had a medical condition growing up where his body, it didn't provide him with enough zinc. Now he maxed out at 4'11", and he's been bullied his whole life over his height. Okay, the story's about to take a turn for the worse. Now Chris revealed on the podcast Audacity that when he was 12 years old, well, he was molested by a neighbor.
When you're 12 years old, I don't yet. A neighbor of mine forced masturbation on me, and
that's
mutual. Yeah, it is, and there was no
that's
sex involved. Yeah, he had magazines. You know who you are, Michael.
Now the constant pressure over his height, rejection from women, and clearly some horrible past experiences, well, Chris, he checked himself into the Stony Brook University Hospital in the psychiatric ward for 2 weeks. Now he also received therapy for his anger for 6 years. In fact, he told News 12, it helps sometimes when asked if he would consider going again. Well, Morgan responded, no, I don't want to. I'm done with it, I'm tired of it. Now Chris, he likes to smoke weed, he cruises Tinder, Plenty of Fish, OkCupid, and Match, but he's actually been kicked off a few of those apps.
I got kicked off a Match, Plenty of Fish, and OkCupid.
Why are you getting...
Match Plenty of Fish and OkCupid. I got kicked off.
Why'd you get kicked off?
Because of their derogatory shit. When I retaliated, oh, report him.
So you must have said some vile shit to these women too, don't cap.
After the fact that they would say stupid shit to me.
He also likes to hang out at the marina, and the man is an avid fisherman.
Okay, so June 7, 2018, Capture Dock. I was here this morning at 3 a.m. Now it's about 5 p.m. I just caught my 5th one in 15 minutes, and this one is a keeper.
It also appears that he's a bit of a prankster. At one point in time, Chris, he was married, having met his wife in Indonesia. The two, they are no longer together. Now, Chris, he owns a cleaning company called ClearviewCleaning.co, and in the About section, well, it reads, "We are a family-owned, operated business that is licensed, insured, and bonded. No job is too large or too small." Here's the website. You bullies with the too small jokes. Now, he recently went through a string of bad luck. He lost a big account for his cleaning company, which paid $900 a week. Now, he even had a Canadian man who robbed him of a whopping $175.
I had another partner who I met through him in Canada, and we were starting to get an online business store. Yeah. Well, needless to say, he jerked around, he never finished the work, and he robbed me $175. We each paid half of the website, and he never paid me back. That and all this shit made me snap, and I'm done.
Now, he also had his landlord foreclose his apartment, so he scrambled to find a new place. But things, they just seemed to be getting worse and worse.
After I moved in, I ended up getting a flood in my basement. I moved to another place. She was a total witch, did so many things for her, shelled money out for her to buy furniture on Craigslist, and she just turned out to be a witch, so I left.
Now, there are tons of stories Chris has shared about being mistreated. He's been scammed in his business, he's been robbed by women, he's been beaten up by men. And his dating life, it's a whole other story, with women saying some pretty horrendous stuff to him online. Now, he talks about more of this on the podcast interview with Audacity, so I'm gonna leave a link to that down below. Now, all of this has been mounting up to his now infamous Bagel Boss freakout, but Chris, he's been lashing out on video for some time now. Now, an old YouTube account, it was discovered by the press, and there are videos of Chris fighting with strangers while trying to sell his car.
I want to sell my car, and I get pulled over, and this is what's going on.
I was trying to just buy the damn car.
Well, what's his deal? It's your husband. What's going on here? He told me he's bringing me cash.
Why are you yelling at me? I don't know what's
Because I've never had a situation like this. I'm already having a bad day.
I didn't either. Why are you yelling at me?
Because this is f***ing stupid.
He's also gotten into fights at local bars.
So what? Big tough guy ragging on me.
Are you kidding me?
Why would she make that up? Ask her.
What did I say? I don't know what you said.
She heard it loud and day.
What did I say?
Now I'm getting serious. Anybody else want to rag on my height?
Then there was this that happened at a Walgreens or whatever store this is. He said some pretty horrendous stuff.
This woman was cursing at me in front of the kid, and she smacked the phone out of my hand when she was getting loud. I want to imagine to throw this the f out of this store. You're getting thrown out of here. You ghetto skank. You're a loser ghetto skank. Without a goal in life and you're broke.
And then there was the 7-Eleven video. And this one, it ain't pretty.
Well, about 2 weeks ago, at 2 in the morning, I went to get a coffee. This guy goes, "How tall are you?" Now, I come in here, and this guy asks me, "What is your height?" This guy. I can't even come in here and get a fucking coffee without being harassed.
Now, eventually, the cops, they showed up. Chris had actually called them, but there wasn't much they could do.
I'm fucking fed up.
They said sorry. I don't know what you want from me.
I don't believe this fucking sorry. I want to file some kind of a report or something. Anything.
So we can take
anything.
A report. We can take a report.
I don't care. Anything. Anything. Because every time that something happens to me, there's never a remedy for me. Well, that's bullshit.
Now, Chris's goal making these videos was to expose the scum who mistreat him on the daily. That's a quote. Now, things would hit a boiling point when Chris, he took a trip to a local Bagel Boss. And in the viral video, well, Chris, he can be seen yelling about how the women reject him on dating apps because he's 5 feet tall. He also says that when he's in public, he gets the same smirk and lip bite from women he thinks are laughing at him. Now, he also made the memeable statement, "Shut your mouth, you are not God or my father or my boss."
I'm smart, you're dumb. I'm big, you're little. I'm right, you're wrong. And there's nothing you can do about it.
Now, when a man tells him to calm down, he gets into his chest and asks if he wants to take it outside. Now, a second man, he also intervenes, and Chris, he challenges him. And he tells the second man, attack me. So the man, he obliges and tackled him to the ground. Now, there was an 18-year-old girl filming the video, and she stopped at this point because of all the chaos. But, you know, we've seen him fall to the floor. There's actually another video taken of, you know, what happened after. Here you go.
What happened? Well, I'm sorry. You know what? You think that's funny? All you women drink shit like all of you! Yeah, all of you! You want to go? No, you women need to stop being so
Now, the Bagel Boss owner, he states that Chris, well, he's not welcome to return. Now, this guy said some pretty outlandish stuff. It's kind of hard to root for him. He's like, you know, borderline racist, homophobic. He's definitely got some hatred towards the female kind. But he does deserve a break, I think. You know, life can be tough, and, well, he's been living with this for 45 years. What do you guys think? Do you think he's gonna become world star famous? Like the new Cash Me Outside girl, just old and young? The new Mini-Me? I don't know. What do you guys think? Sound off in the comments down below. I hope, well, I hope something good comes his way from all this. Because if it doesn't, it's gonna be a bad look for many years to come. And he'll just dodge it. Like R2, I don't know. All right, I don't know. All right, boom!
Stop this height requirement shit. It doesn't mean anything. We're all the same fucking height once we're in the sack, Jack.